Hey guys, it's been a little while since I've done a pick a card reading. So today's reading it's an April growth reading. So it's gonna be a little blunt. It's all about growing as a person and a little bit of spring cleaning of the soul. So without further ado, take a moment, feel free to press pause, and get to know the cards. Decide which group really speaks to you. So just to give you guys a little bit of thought, here's group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Feel free to pause the video, take a moment, and when you're ready, let's begin. Group 1. So in group 1 we have Perception, the Water Fairy, and 6 of Airships reversed. Already this is a sign that someone's letting emotions get the better of them. They're letting themselves not be very rational. So let's start with group 1. This is a sign that it's time to reevaluate how you're perceiving a certain situation or certain relationship. You've been creating an image or vision about this, and it's holding you back. Maybe you're so full of disdain for a person. You're like, oh, they suck, but they've been treating you pretty well, and they haven't really been giving you any real reason to hate them. Or perhaps you are just absolutely over the moon about someone, but they're kind of a jerk. Or maybe a situation is actually giving you an opportunity, but you think it's a burden. You are in a position where your thoughts and emotions are keeping you from seeing the truth. So you have to take a little bit of time and reevaluate how you're seeing things. Try to find a balance between what you want and what's actually happening in order to find a good, truthful place to live in. Bring the Water Fairy into play. I know you're emotional creatures, and emotions are a big part of individuality, but sometimes we let emotions keep us from seeing what's actually going on. Maybe someone's telling you to leave them alone. Maybe you need someone to leave you alone, but you don't see it yet because you're so full of emotions regarding this thing. Maybe your emotions towards work. You don't like your job, but you're being presented an opportunity to be put into a different position or to get a raise, but you're not seeing it because you're too busy disliking what's going on. Or maybe you're too busy liking something that you don't realize that there's an opportunity somewhere else that puts you closer in line with your goals. The 6 of Airships, these two cards in all the readings are going to be very close together. And the 6 of Airships is kind of a kick to learn to work with your emotions but not letting them cloud the truth. It's a sign to either drop or fix, emphasis on fix, a dead or broken relationship or situation that isn't enriching you. It tells you to be willing to put yourself first. That's kind of hard. A lot of people are like, oh, that's so vain, or you're so cutthroat, but you need to learn to put yourself first in situations. This is your life. It's nobody else's life. Live it for yourself. Make sure that while you're living this for yourself, you're not letting emotions ruin your opportunities. You're not letting fake ideas of what's happening keep you from knowing what's really happening, you know? So put yourself first and get your perception in order. Make sure you're seeing the truth. Don't fall for the lies that people sometimes tell themselves or the lies that other people are telling you. Get your butt into gear and figure out what you really feel about what's going on. Don't let anything get in your way of living a better life. Okay, group 2. We have the owl, birth, rebirth, and the regeneration machine. Already you can tell that this is a really intense growth and development. Things are changing and it's beautiful. But the owl is a harsh one in this. You need to stop lying to yourself. Take some time. Really think about what's going on. Think about your emotions. Think about what other people are doing. And stop lying to yourself. Stop buying into other people's lies. Say a prayer, a mantra, some affirmations and to help yourself see the truth. And do it now. Don't wait. Take action right now. You are blocking yourself the most. And in order to get rid of external blocks, you need to get rid of your internal blocks first. Help yourself grow. You can help yourself grow by starting or taking on a new project or responsibility. This might be more responsibility at work, taking responsibility for your actions, doing that extra bit of homework. Maybe it's taking on a personal project, something to stimulate your life. Maybe it's going ahead and starting a new business or applying to a new job. Just take action on an already existing situation and make it better. That sounds really weird, but you've got to do it, man. Ask for that raise, change your job, start that new project, get a pet, take on new responsibilities in the workplace. These things are going to help you grow as a person, and in the long run, it's going to make your life so much better. Even if you're struggling with a responsibility, make sure you get through it, stick by your word and keep going. The regeneration machine also implies that you're going to get a surge of energy. So don't waste it. When you feel this little kick, take action and move forward. Take action to find truth and to get a head start on projects and responsibilities. Freaking do it. We're at group 3 now. Group 3, we have the Grail Knight, Disruption, and the Ace of Airships. This is kind of a sad one. I get a lot of requests and orders for romance readings, so this one's kind of a kick. Some kind of romantic endeavor isn't going as planned. Perhaps it's a crush that you have that doesn't like you back, or maybe you're going through a rough patch in a relationship. Romance is kind of on rough waters right now for you, and it's time to start letting go of the current situation and moving on. No, I'm not saying cut the relationship, but if you have a crush on someone and they tell you, hey, I don't like you, please stop bugging me, then yeah, let go of that. Try to move on, try to leave them alone a little bit. But if you're just going through a rough patch, or maybe dating isn't going as well as you thought it would, change up the situation. Do something to fix it. Just because it's not going the way things are planned doesn't mean you have to throw it in the trash. You know, like everyone says, when a lamp's broken, you don't toss the whole thing out, you get a new light bulb. So either fix or let go. This really is up to you. You have to start thinking about what's going on. Disruption. This is a whopper. And it's most likely going to deal with your little romantic tiff. But something, I like to say, there's going to be a little shakeup, but usually it's a little more than just a tiny shakeup when the disruption card comes up. But something's gonna throw you off balance, and it's going to lead to great personal growth if you don't waste the opportunity. So when this happens, it might feel easy to give in and kind of pity yourself, like, oh, this is so hard, I hate this. No. You have to use it. You have to make a conscious decision to say, hey, I'm going to get through this. I'm going to do something about this. And in the end, I'm going to come out victorious no matter what happens. Make that decision and freaking get through it. Don't waste the opportunity of growth with this shakeup. So while all of this is happening, the Ace of Airships is telling you to not let fear rule over you. You know, all this change, it's likely to get you kind of nervous. Don't let it freak you out too much, you know. Nervousness is a good way to put yourself into action, but don't let it overrule things. Don't be scared of change. Don't be scared of opportunity. Ace of Airships also reminds you to follow your morals and your ethic code. Don't waver in your beliefs. Your morals and your ethics are going to keep you steady. They're going to be your rock during this disruption. And if you waver and you think, maybe I'll let them talk me into this, or, you know, maybe I'll do this free overtime because they just said do it. No, if you think it's wrong, don't do it. If you think it's wrong, say something. Do not waver in your beliefs and your morals. So remember to be a little optimistic though. I know these cards are kind of harsh, but be optimistic because these little rough things are leading to growth. So stick through it, group 3. On to group 4. Oops. Group 4, the Frog, Love, and Captain of Airships. This is a sign of cleaning emotional baggage and, you know, cleaning house, spring cleaning. This is the spring cleaning card. It's a get your stuff together, freshen up, all that good stuff. But especially in this reading, this is an emotional block card. Learn to release negative emotions. And by release, I don't mean, oh, I'm feeling bad, I gotta talk myself into feeling happy. I mean, learn to deal with them. Take them head on. Acknowledge that they are there. Acknowledge that a negative thing is happening in your mind. Do not just push it aside and be like, oh, I know I have this negative, I'm releasing it, and now I'm happy. No, you have to freaking deal with it. Whew. This is a sign that you need to learn to work with it as they come up. There's a particular emotional hang-up that I'm feeling that's really holding you back. And to let it go, you need to act on it in a constructive way. So maybe something didn't go on as planned, or maybe there's something that you need to take action on, like go ask this person out, go ask that boss for a raise because you think you're not good enough, but you haven't even tried. Maybe you need to go reconcile with someone because you're feeling bad about it and it's stuck in your head. Reconciliation is a great way to get rid of negative emotions, even if it's reconciliation with yourself. This is also a time to grow your self-love. It's gonna help release this emotional baggage too. Work on loving yourself. Maybe this is doing an extra load of laundry when you're tired. Maybe it's doing that extra 30 minutes of studying because you really didn't understand it. Or maybe it's getting over the fear and asking someone for help. Perhaps it's going out and buying that thing that you've been looking at in the window for months. Maybe it's taking a long hot bath or making yourself a really special home-cooked meal and sharing it with friends or family. But it's a sign to do things that will make you feel better in the long run. It doesn't mean relax per se, because self-love isn't just, ooh, bubble baths and pampering. It's doing things that are going to enrich your life. Sometimes they're hard things. Captain of airships, going especially with the self-love. This is a stand by your moral compass card. This is a stand your ground thing. So if you can't stick by your own morals, that's a sign that you can't show yourself proper love. Because these morals are part of who you are. And if you waver in them all the time, you're not respecting yourself and not loving yourself. So really listen to your moral compass. If it's wrong, if you think it's wrong, chill out, take a step back. If you think it's really good, go for it. The captain of airships is also a sign to assess a situation before acting. While you're clearing your emotional baggage and you're growing your self-love, there's a chance that you may be in a situation where you want to make a very rash decision. Perhaps while you're clearing your baggage, you have a moment of a moment of low vibration, and you pass up a really good opportunity. Or you're on a super emotional high while you're growing this self-love, and you pass up something, or you say yes to something, and it turns out it's not good for you. So while these are kind of overwhelming cards, make sure you take a breather, go get a cup of coffee, go talk to a friend, and think about your options. Think about your decisions before you make them. That frog card is always hard for people to handle sometimes. This is a month of growth. Before I go, I just want to say that I hope this resonates with you. I hope it inspires you to take action on something this month. And if you want, I do offer private, in-depth readings. They're personalized and all of this, so it's really all about you. If you're interested, contact me on Tumblr, the link will be in the description, or email me, which will also be in the description. Feel free to ask any questions about my services, all that junk. I'll get to them and I'll answer them, and hopefully we'll all be happy with these answers. Also, thank you guys for watching all of these things, following my meditations, watching the pick a card readings. If you're feeling extra generous, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep the channel alive. And if you're feeling even more generous, or you know someone who just needs a swift kick to do something this April, share this video with them. Again, I cannot thank you guys enough for the love that you show me here and on the blog. It's what keeps it alive. Okay, so before I go, I do have an announcement regarding the blog. I'll make a post about it so that no one forgets. But I will be offering bibliomancy, that's intuitive book readings. So you send in a question and send in a number, and I will come up with a line from a book and offer a reading based on this line in regards to your question. I will also keep my intuitive readings open, so if you want that, make sure to say it when you send in an ask. My free readings are through asks on Tumblr. I don't do them through messages, I don't do them through email. My paid readings are private though, 100% private. So be sure to check that out. So again, I love you guys. Bye. I'll see you guys in the next video.